welcome to On the Range. These are your hosts, Emma and Danny. Lay back, grab a drink, and let's get it rolling.
So yeah, welcome to our podcast, brothers. All right, cool. So first of all, how's your week been, bro?
Pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Yeah.
Eventful. Very busy.
Any things that stick out?
Not really, man.
No?
Just
Yeah.
Just going through the motions.
Yeah.
You?
Basically today, I mean, we got a. Remember, I told you we got an offer to have a position over there.
Yeah,
I'll talk to you later about that. So yeah, we might be moving into the retail space. And you guys might see us in some stores.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're excited about that. So what are we talking about today, Danny?
Talk to me.
All right. So today we're talking about the Cowhand matches. So what are the Cowhand matches? So basically, we like here in free range. We like to play around. We like to play around with the brains. We like to see how creative we can get, right? And we like to make something called a concept brand, right? A concept brand is basically, in a nutshell, like a made up brand, right?
What do you mean?
It's a made up brand basically under the free range umbrella, right? So the first one that we made was Cowhand, right? Let me open a ranch water.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm parched.
I'm a little parched.
So, one of our first concept brand was Cowhand matches or Cowhand, and basically we made matches, right, that you guys can get free whenever you guys order something, if you guys are enthralled to order something. And basically what we try to do with Cowhand is to kind of like make a brand that was here 80 years ago, 60 years ago, right? Maybe not 80, maybe 60 or 50 years ago, right? In the golden age of like Western era, right? Since we were born like way after that, we decided to make a brand to emulate that and to mirror that, right? So I'm gonna show you a part of or what the Cowhand matches are, or what the Cowhand brand is, right? So the inspiration for like the ethos and inspiration behind Cowhand was to like make concept brands that embody vintage brands that used to be. For example, we take a lot of like inspiration from like Marlboro cigarettes, right? From Camel cigarettes also, and from other brands, other Western brands like Stetson and Wrangler and Levi's, even though they're still here right now.
Mm-hmm.
But like what was Wrangler 50 years ago?
Okay.
What was
would you throw
Stetson
Tecovas in the mix?
Tecovas is a new brand,
So you wouldn't?
so I wouldn't.
Okay.
But like Stetson and Wranglers and Levi's, what they used to be back in the day, back in like in the 60s and 70s, those brands were like the shit, honestly. And like what like we try to embody our concept brands out of those like cool brands.
Yeah.
So
is it essentially it's getting inspiration from them?
yeah, basically getting a lot of inspiration and like ethos from them, like what they used to be.
So I guess like the images we've been posting on like the Instagram,
yeah, and the
Reels,
TikToks.
those are kind of like the vibe that they would give off.
Yeah,
like,
dude. Yeah. And that's what we've been trying to do to give you guys an insight in our what inspires us as a brand, right? And maybe we've let the cat out of the hat. That's the expression, right?
I don't even know.
Cat out of the bag. It's it's so maybe we let the cat out of the bag. But yeah, those brands are what inspire us,
yeah.
right? And we decided to make like this brand, Cowhand, as a concept brand in the free range umbrella to embody and to mirror those type of brands, right? I was recently reading "Let My People Go Fishing" by Yvon Chouinard, the founder of Patagonia, and he, in one of the excerpts that I came across, he says that what do you call it? He references women in Iceland that make hand knit sweaters, right, for their husbands, and for them to go, like in Iceland, to go fishing and to get fish for the family and provide, right. And each family or each wife, basically each family has a distinct pattern and like technique to sewing.
Okay.
Right, and that's what we wanna kind of like. That's what we're gonna give off in Cowhand to be recognized, right?
So it's the same product, just different variations. I would like different designs from each. Like what's it called when the family has a their own
like exactly, like insignia or crest or family crest.
There we go.
Yeah.
Is it something like that? Or?
Yeah, I mean, in theory, right? Of course, we don't have like a crest or an insignia that we put. We do put the free range name everywhere, right? It is our branding and it's our marketing. But that's what we wanted to represent, like those ladies in Iceland, right? So like, what do you think of that? Like, give me some opinions. Give me some. Yeah. Like
of that in specific, or what we're doing?
Of anything that we've talked about.
I like it. I like it. It's would you say it's bringing us a new demographic?
No, not necessarily.
Right. Cause do you think it falls under like the same vintage Western?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. We try to like in embody the same care and the same craftsmanship that these Icelandic women put into their husbands' sweaters, to our gear, right? To our t-shirts, to our hats, our what do you call it? Our comancheros, right?
Yeah.
And our matches. So yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen any brand, at least personally, give something like that.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not gonna say it was like an original idea, because it might have not. I know a lot of like hotels and stuff like that, and bars give out like
really?
Like matchbooks. But this was like for a brand.
Yeah.
And I wanted to explain that we were gonna do stickers.
We did do stickers.
We did do stickers. I'll put it up on the screen better. But honestly, I didn't like it, because like you can show off your stickers, but I don't think it's useful, and that was one of like the big things of free range that I wanted to do for them to be useful, and like not just kind of like a waste of paper. So
how long have you had the sticker on the?
That sticker for a long time, since we
So we had them, right?
Since we had the stickers, I put it on the Yeti.
I had one on my old truck.
On your old truck, yeah, I remember.
The new one, I need one.
So yeah, I don't want to do stickers, because not that they're pointless or they're useless, but I wanted something more gear centered.
Yeah.
Right. It could be part of your everyday carry. Like you carry your knife, you carry your watch, and you carry the Cowhand matches, right, or free range matches.
Yeah.
So I thought that'd be really interesting.
You carry yours, right?
I carry mine every day. Yeah. So yeah, we're always working on new concepts and new like concept brands, like the ones we just talked about, and they're always gonna be free, right? Anything that's outside of the main gear of the like the hats or the t-shirts or our button ups. Maybe we do pro snaps. Maybe later on. Everything like stickers and matches, all that they're gonna be free.
Yeah.
I don't want to charge for something like that, right? I want to add to
add value.
the free range experience, right?
That creates brand loyalty, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're always trying to do, to give the most we can to you guys, right?
Yep.
Since this is barely our second episode, we want to try something new, to kind of experiment, like new things, for our podcast, to see what feels good and what doesn't, right?
Yeah.
So we decided to make, or to list some interesting topics or finds about matches in general, right? Since we are doing their matches. All right. So did you know that matches were known as Lucifer matches, right? Before the 1830s. After the 1830s, just people started calling them just regular matches. But before that, they were called Lucifer matches. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Do you have another one?
Yeah. Number 2. Lighters were invented in 1816, actually, way before matches. So
I think that's kind of crazy how we think of the lighter to be more modern than the actual stick, right?
What do you prefer? What do you like?
Honestly, I'm like a vintage guy. Like I try to get like vintage. What?
No, nothing. Why'd you do that little?
Stay away.
No,
anyways, no, you're good. So, I like vintage things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So even though matches are not vintage, they I like matches better.
Yeah. Have you ever bought lighters?
Like Zippos?
Yeah.
I have, and I mean they're cool. But like I'll lose it like in 2 days.
I bought a really cool one. Me and my brother actually we bought the same one. It was a Jack Daniels one. I bought it when I was going to Michigan.
Yeah.
And he bought it online, but I have no idea where
it is, right?
Yeah.
You lose them
but they're cool.
Yeah.
I think I'm more of a lighter guy.
All right.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right. So the term filamentist, right, is what you call a collector of matches. Filamentist.
Filamentist?
Yeah.
Okay.
So are we considered filamentists?
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only matches?
Yeah, only matches.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I want to get into collecting lighters, like I said.
Gotcha.
But yeah. Number 4. There is 4 main variants of matches: safety matches and strike anywhere matches. So for that, what?
Where's 3 and 4? It's the guy.
It's because, bro, you got it like on a one font. All right. So number 4. There are 2 main variants of matches: safety matches and strike anywhere matches.
Yeah. So I just thought there was one. I thought there were only like the safety matches that we know now, and the Cowhand matches they are safety matches. But apparently
the ones that we give
the
up?
ones that we make they're safety matches. So apparently safety matches, I thought you had to like run them through that little material that's in the back of the boxes. So there is some that already come with it on the little head of the match.
Oh, okay.
So basically you just find like a hard surface and strike it. It'll catch fire.
For safety matches.
Those are the strike anywhere. Those are not safety.
Oh, those are strike anywhere.
Those are strike anywhere. The safety matches are the ones that you need the material in the back to kind of to for them to catch on fire. All right. So, I recently, maybe like a month ago, I came across a brand called 22 Pieces, right? 20 to be specific, it's called 22 Pieces, Man of the World, right? And this brand, they sell like accessories and rings and stuff like that, right? Watches, which it's an awesome brand, right?
Yeah.
They're like vintage centered, right? And each piece that they carry has a story with it. Like each like little ring, each bracelet, each watch is used, right? Nothing's new there. Right?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they
Oh,
have like limited inventory, but
That's pretty cool.
it comes with like a story,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I feel like when pieces come like with a story, it gives it um like it gives it a better feel for the buyer, like it more meaningful. I mean, you get
Okay,
me?
yeah, yeah.
Right? If you like the story, but like,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you don't want to give a shit, then I guess you don't. Um. So yeah.
What are my bad?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Have you checked out any of their products?
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm a fan of that brand, the 22 pieces brand. They are on the pricey side,
Oh,
right?
really? Yeah. Yeah.
They were selling like a Rolex like Submariner for like $14,000, which
Damn.
is crazy.
And what kind of my bad if
Go
I
ahead.
interrupted. What kind of stories do they?
So yeah, so basically they have all kind of stories, and they basically like have like a blog post to kind of feature their products, and they have products that maybe like artists use,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
and like similar products, maybe not the actual product, but like something
Yeah,
like that,
I get you.
and they give like a backstory on who the artist is, and what he stands for, what he believes in,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Very classy, very refined, but it's unrefined at the same time. Like it's like very gritty
Yeah, I get you.
feel.
Do you what was a brand you showed me a while back? Clocks and Colors, I believe.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Would you
Colors.
consider them similar to them or not really?
Clocks and Colors tends to be more like pirate,
Okay, yeah.
more grungy,
Yeah.
right? 22 pieces is more refined.
Yeah.
I'm really a fan of it, and that's what we're trying to like convey with our pieces. Even though these are new pieces, these matches are not used. They're
They're
made
new?
here,
Yeah.
right? They're printed here. We try to like give a story behind it, a meaning
Yeah.
behind it, right? So it's part of your itinerary
Yeah.
when you carry your stuff, right? It'll be always like we intended it for always to be with your phone, with your
Wallet.
with your wallet, with your
Knife.
watch, with
Yeah.
your knife, matches, right? And that's what I do. I always carry mine. So yeah. Going back to what I said, about the stickers, that like we prefer making products that are actually useful instead of like products that maybe like just look cool but
Yeah.
don't have a
use?
big like use for them. So like I said, going back to the usefulness of the matches, we wanted them to be very versatile, very useful in any like situation.
Yeah.
Like for example, if you're like in a campfire, right? You
Mhm.
can, if and nobody has like a lighter or lighter fluid,
Oh yeah.
just pull up your matches, right? Whenever like
Cookout.
yeah, there's a cookout, and like it's not propane, right? Because when it's not propane, it's better,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Charcoal and mesquite is better than propane.
Yeah.
Just pop out your matches. Or somebody just trying to like light a candle. There's no lighter inside or any somebody else with matches. Just pull out your matches, right? So the end product is to be useful,
Yeah.
right? And like I don't know if like the population of smokers now, but we dabble right here and there. And yeah, I like to light my cigarettes with cowhand matches, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I wanted to give you like a little like excerpt about like cigarettes and so there's something called a lucky cigarette. Do you know what that is?
No idea.
So basically every time you get a cigarette, it'll one of them like they don't come like this. The people do it, but one of them is always gonna be flipped.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I've like heard about that. Or
My brother does it, and I guess I don't really smoke that much, but
Mhm.
when I do, it's flipped, right?
Okay.
I flip one,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I didn't really know where the where
Where it came from?
yeah, where it came from, or where the idea came from. So
My bad.
Go ahead.
Were you? I'm probably gonna ask a question that you're gonna answer, but is there what's the meaning behind
Yeah.
it? Like,
so yeah, I wanted to give you guys the meaning behind the lucky cigarette, right? So born in the 40s,
mm-hmm.
the lucky cigarette, like around the World War II era, soldiers would get their rationed tobacco cigarettes and would flip all of them, all of the cigarettes,
okay,
right?
Okay.
And
Except for one.
yeah, except for one, not flip one cigarette. Now that cigarette was considered the lucky cigarette.
Yeah.
Right. A common belief is that they would flip all of the cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So basically, they would flip all of the cigarettes, and except one, and they would just smoke them how they came. Back in the day, they were unfiltered cigarettes, right? Not they didn't have the little like brown end and the.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just the straight tobacco. And it would have the label in the back. So since you flipped them, when you grabbed them, the label was in the front. So you smoked it first, right? You lighted it,
mm-hmm.
and that's the part that got smoked first, right?
Yeah.
So if somebody threw a cigarette or died with his cigarettes, they wouldn't know where the what do you call it, where the cigarette smoker was from, right? So they couldn't identify because
mm-hmm.
each brand, this brand is from the UK, this brand is from Russia,
okay, yeah.
right? So they couldn't identify where the actual brand was or the person was from, just because of flipping that cigarette, right? So after like a few variations of flipping all of them and just flipping some, right? It became like traditional amongst smokers to just flip one cigarette, right? And that's what we do today. So if you ask like different people, they'll like it'll change from person to person, right? Some say it's for good luck. Some say it's for good fortune. Some say it's for good money, and even some say it's for like to get laid, right? Yeah. So it in the end, like it comes with some type of good fortune.
Yeah.
So back
and
to
they do it with each pack or
with each pack they get. So going back to like the World War II era, if you were able to smoke that last lucky cigarette, you were considered a lucky person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why it's called the lucky cigarette.
Okay.
So another belief or understanding of the lucky cigarette is that it's just kind of like an excuse to not give your last cigarette away, right? So if you're down to your last cigarette or your last smoke and somebody asks you, hey, can I have a smoke or can I have a cigarette? You're like, I can't because that's my lucky cigarette. Like, I can't. So it might be just like a pretext to not to not give your lucky cigarette away.
Your last.
Your last or lucky cigarette away. So some different people choose their lucky cigarette differently, right? Some flick the bottom of the box, right, and whichever one stands up, they get that one. And that's the lucky cigarette. And some just choose it. I just choose it, right? I just go.
You have one? Or?
Yeah, one's right there. I just open the box and just flip the cigarette, whichever lands.
Yeah.
But the idea or the it all boils down to the lucky cigarette for it to give you or to bring you good fortune.
Yeah. Do you think a lot of our No, never mind.
A lot of our clientele are smokers.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't like. I'm not gonna tell you like to smoke or not to smoke, but I think it's pretty cool, and I dabble, right? I don't do it very frequent, but sometimes. So yeah, in the end, so almost everything we do, right here, and you know that here in free range, is handmade, right? Yep. So like we print here in house, our screen print, and we also we print here the Cowhand matches, right? The actual cow designs for the Cowhand. So yeah, they're like if you see like a slight imperfection, right? That was us. It wasn't like some little boy in China like slaving away.
Yeah.
So yeah,
like, little boy.
So it gives a better feel, in our opinion, to the product that we're sending out, or
it's not a big corporation.
Yeah, it's not a big corporation. Yeah. Everything is
there's care behind.
Yeah, handmade and cared for through us. We'll continue making like these brands, the concept brands, because honestly, like I like to experience and to kind of like see what I can come up with, right? Because I'm the one that makes designs and stuff like that. So yeah, we have a lot of concept designs already in mind, and we have a few that we're gonna like soon release. We have a new design for the Cowhand, right? This one's gonna be in Spanish. So like hopefully you guys think it's cool.
We even had the shirt. What shirt was it? The Manzanitas.
Oh yeah, the Manzana Roja.
Yeah, Manzana Roja.
So that shirt was actually an ode or an homage to Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
If you guys watch Quentin Tarantino's movies, each time they're gonna smoke a cigarette, it's a red apple cigarette, right? And in specific in the movie The Hateful Eight, the Mexican guy, he smokes a manzana roja.
Yeah.
So that was like an ode to Quentin, which I'm a fan of Quentin Tarantino and his movies. So even though we can't right now be brands like Marlboro or Camel, or those brands that still exist, but they're not in their prime anymore. They're not in.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. Even though I'm sure they still sell millions of dollars a year, they're not at the level that they were in the 70s like and 80s.
Would you say?
Yeah, of influence. I saw a statistic that said that like 50 or 60% of the population used to smoke.
Damn, really?
Yeah, at one point, because it was considered healthy to smoke. Yeah.
Really?
If you see,
I've heard things about how it's like suppresses hunger or something, so so people would use it to eat less.
Yeah. I haven't smoked that much to tell you if it does suppress hunger or not. But like they used to kind of like advertise it as like a healthy cigarette, like it's a healthy cigarette. That's what it was. I'll put some ads.
To me, that doesn't make any sense.
Now it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. But back in the 50s and 60s, right? Some people didn't like the science wasn't there to prove that they're not. But like it's kind of like everything. Like people choose their poison, or people choose their vices. And if tobacco is one of them, like, right, then that's you.
What do you consider yours?
I don't like. I guess tobacco would be one, but I don't really smoke that much for it to be my vice. I drink, but I don't drink like a whole ton. So I try to maintain it at a good level. Yeah, you don't want any bad to happen, especially like keeping up with these businesses and like business ideas. I need to be straight minded. Yeah, like a lot of the time. Since we can't really be brands like Marlboro or Camel of what they were back in the 70s and 80s at their prime, we try to embody them and try to get like a little nibble of what they used to like represent, like the manly man or the greediness of the brand and of the people that used Marlboro, people that used Camel cigarettes, and we want to do that with Cowhand, and I think we've been doing it pretty successfully.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of our you know how we get a lot of photos from our own followers and stuff like that. They all, even women and men, they all embody or like the vibe that we give off, and it's crazy that
we attract like a certain clientele, which is good, and we love all of our clients, and we try to like keep up with them in anything that they need, right? So yeah, that was the episode. The Cowhand matches and concept brands that we like to show y'all and to give to y'all aside from the free range umbrella. We like to play around and give you something like the Cowhand matches and other concept brands that we'll give off later in the as our journey goes.
We got some other ones in the works right now.
Yeah. I'm trying to do there's still gonna be Cowhand matches.
Yeah.
But they're gonna be Cowhand cerillos, which is cerillos is matches in Spanish. But they're gonna be matches, and hopefully you guys like them. I put the design on TikTok.
Oh really?
Yeah. And it's the second design. If you go through our one of the TikTok where I show you some designs, and I think the design is pretty cool, and hopefully you guys like it.
Yes, sir.
So this was episode 2 of On the Range. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It was a quick one, but yeah, like hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So follow us on all of our platforms, right? We are on YouTube, we're on Instagram mostly, we're on YouTube, we're on TikTok, and we put content in there for you guys to enjoy. We upload every day. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us on our second episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and hopefully you guys stay and follow us through our journey of this podcast, and follow us through the journey of the business. Free range provisions, and our website is freerangepc.com. It's all one word, freerangepc.com, all one word. And thank you guys for joining us.
And do we have something for the people that stayed at the very end?
Yeah. So basically, what we did in the beginning, in the first episode, we made a
discount.
Yeah, we got you guys a discount. A code for the people that stayed all the way to the end of the podcast, and that code is OTR50. Right. So as a thank you guys for listening to our podcast, you guys can get 50% off on your order of free range from our website. Did you want to add anything else?
Nah, man.
All
I think. We hit everything.
Yep. All right. So thank you guys for joining again. Follow us on our socials, and follow us on our socials and through our journey. Add Free Range Provisions for our socials, and freerangepc.com for the website. Thank you guys.